Inadequate doesn't even begin to describe it. Sussex heavily criticized for attempting to outshine the monarch. Meghan and Harry consistently managed to grab attention in the media whenever significant events involving the genuine royals take place. Hello, with all the regal splendor, we warmly welcome you to the Princess Diana News channel. Now, let's get to the video. Currently, the Duke and Duchess of Hypocrisy have become quite monotonous. I find their behavior remarkably easy to anticipate. Consider it carefully. Each time a member of the royal family, particularly King Charles or Prince William, achieves a notable feat or receives positive attention, Meghan and Harry consistently feel the need to divert our attention with their own actions. Occasionally, it is an edited image, while at other times, it is a flattering article. However, they cannot simply stand idly by and let Harry's family bask in all the positive attention. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have faced criticism for their poor timing as they commented on King Charles just as he delivered his first King's speech in over 7 decades, reports the Daily Mail. Earlier, it was mentioned that Harry has no intention of going to his father's birthday celebration. The topic of Harry's invitation was completely left out of the conversation. Naturally, he received an invitation. The person in question is his father. Despite his numerous wrongdoings and the cruelty displayed towards his own family, his father has consistently made an effort to include him. Regarding Meghan, it's hard to say for sure. It's likely that she was not included on the guest list. However, Harry did choose to go to his father's coronation alone, indicating that he could have also done the same for his 75th birthday. Curiously, shortly before Charles's state opening of Parliament, Harry and Meghan asserted that they had not received any communication from Buckingham Palace. As per the Daily Mail, the couple's representative responded to a report in the Sunday Times which stated that Harry had declined an invitation from his father to attend a forthcoming event. The couple's spokesperson clarified that the newspaper's account was inaccurate. However, the situation becomes even more dire as a close associate of Meghan and Harry hinted that the palace might have purposely released the story of their snubbing in order to divert attention from the contentious royal visit to Kenya. During the visit, there were demands for the king to apologize for Britain's historical involvement in colonialism. Undoubtedly, royal authorities have voiced their opinion asserting that the visit to Kenya met with great success. Furthermore, many believe that the timing of Harry and Meghan's actions has been deemed highly unsuitable. This is one particular aspect that truly annoys me about the gruesome twosome. The methods they employ are extremely crafty and deceitful. They continuously activate the explosive by removing its safety pin and then departing from the scene. The individuals are excessively concentrated on portraying themselves as victims, failing to realize that they are essentially presenting themselves as cowardly. I am highly skeptical of the fact that this event was purely a coincidence. On that particular day, they were well aware of the king's situation and thus sought to undermine him, or at the very least make an attempt to do so. I find it quite pitiful. It was completely deliberate. Royal specialists are also refuting the assertion that Meghan and Harry were not extended an invitation. According to them, any claims about the party story being leaked are nonsense. They emphasize that His Majesty has consistently stated that he is willing to reconcile with Meghan and Harry, indicating that his doors are always open for them. The important aspect to note is the desire. By now, it should be clear to anyone who is attentive that Meghan and Harry are not interested in reconciliation. In the event of reconciliation with Harry's family, the question arises, how would they sustain themselves financially? It is important to bear in mind that their sole source of income has been derived from their previous roles as working members of the royal family, which they chose to relinquish. They unjustly criticize the family while receiving a generous salary for their actions. It is truly repugnant that they persist in profiting while Harry's own family bears the consequences. The king did not deserve such comments from his own son and daughter-in-law. Only a few hours prior to his inaugural speech at the state opening of Parliament as the newly crowned monarch. It was a highly significant event. For the initial time in 70 years, a male ruler achieved a remarkable feat, yet Meghan and Harry were unwilling to acknowledge his triumph. They were compelled to enter and attempt to spoil it. According to royal analyst Richard Fitzwilliams, during today's Parliament opening, King Charles expressed his respects to the deceased Queen. This event was of great historical significance. The King's recent commencement of Parliament marked the first occurrence since 1950. In 1951, George VI experienced health issues. On that exact day, with incredibly ill-timed circumstances, the Sussexes have once again made headlines. They refute claims made in the Sunday Times that they declined an offer to attend the King's 75th birthday celebration. Harry, being on the inside, plans to privately contact his father. According to an insider, it is believed that the timing of the report was deliberate, aiming to divert focus from King Charles and Queen Camilla's recent visit to Kenya. The King adeptly managed a delicate situation during his visit to a crucial African ally. The level of entitlement exhibited by the Sussexes is evident in how their visit has been viewed as a successful one. Meghan revealed in an interview with The Cut magazine that she was informed by an unidentified member of the Lion King cast about the celebratory atmosphere in South Africa surrounding their marriage. In a manner reminiscent of Nelson Mandela's release from prison. Clearly, it was evident that what she said was utter nonsense. However, her words held great significance. I am constantly enthralled by Richard Fitzwilliams' insights and opinions. I must admit, he couldn't have said it any better. Meghan Markle's perceptions seems far from reality. She resides in a realm of imagination. Hence, her statements appear so nonsensical to us that we question the sincerity behind her beliefs. However, what is truly unsettling is that she actually does. She genuinely holds on to her own illusions. Additionally, this serves as a reminder of Meghan and Harry's attempt to sabotage William and Catherine's visit to the Caribbean. Harry and Meghan are fully aware of the immense peril associated with the term racism in today's society. This is the reason why they have been relentlessly attempting to associate Harry's family with this label ever since they departed from the royal family. And to this day, I remain perplexed as to the reason behind it. In other words, their belief is that by tarnishing Harry's family's image and turning people against them, they hope to gain popularity and earn the love of everyone. And we will all admit, oh dear, our perception of you was inaccurate. Throughout the entire duration, you consistently spoke the truth. Why were we skeptical about your claims? Meghan and Harry assertively state their contentment in America as they embrace a new lifestyle. However, it is evident that their fascination with the royal family persists. So, Mr. Fitzwilliam emphasized that the extensive efforts invested by Charles and Camilla on their 4-day visit to Kenya pale in comparison to the Sussexes' heartfelt emotions. He opined that the division within the royal family is at its broadest, leaving perplexed courtiers curious about the future developments. Hopefully, the recently announced agreement with Random House for 4 books does not result in yet another memoir. Furthermore, if Harry and Meghan continue to produce such small quantities, Netflix might consider them dispensable once The Crown concludes. Surveys conducted in the United States suggest that individuals are becoming more discerning when it comes to polls. Mr. Fitzwilliam's assertion is completely accurate. American individuals possess astute discernment when it comes to these individuals. Although there may be a small group of devoted Meghan and Harry supporters, it is fair to say that they lack a significant fan following in the United States. The entitled attitudes and constant whining of many Americans are met with widespread offense. Many Americans prioritize family values, making it puzzling to show support to individuals like Harry and Meghan, who are deemed disloyal. The notion that fame and popularity sway like a seesaw is simply bewildering. They appear to think that their success is dependent on the downfall of the royal family. However, their attempts to tarnish the reputation of the royal family ultimately backfire, as they inadvertently bring greater shame upon themselves. In addition, Phil Dampier, a former royal correspondent, also shared his perspective on the matter. To a certain degree, he dismissed the significance of disagreements surrounding a birthday invitation. The Sussexes are engaged in a battle of public perception. The king has consistently emphasized his unconditional readiness to welcome his errant son into his presence. If he desired to join us for any festivities, I have no doubt that he would be warmly received. I am suggesting that it could be challenging for William and Kate to adjust to an uncomfortable environment. However, Charles consistently emphasizes his desire for a long-term reconciliation that would be advantageous to everyone involved. He is following the same approach as his late mother, the Queen, would have done. The claim that the King and Queen's visit to Kenya was unsuccessful is unfounded. Contrary to expectations, the event turned out to be highly successful, and the host graciously welcomed his apologies for Britain's history of colonialism. The notion that this story concerning the party being a distraction is nonsensical, given their enthusiasm to showcase the tour and William's journey to Singapore for his Earthshot prize. Although Harry had the opportunity to reconcile with his father and brother during his visit to Europe for the Invictus Games a few weeks ago, he didn't prioritize making arrangements to meet them. He has complete control of the situation, and it would be absurd to suggest otherwise. That's it for the video. Please share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and share with those interested. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content. Thanks for joining us, have a great day, and stay tuned for upcoming videos.